Hello Taurus, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using right now is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So do keep in mind that throughout this reading, I will be channeling only my higher self. I won't be channeling any other entities or any other beings. Only at the end do I ask and call upon Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide some guidance for you in your situation. All right. So this could be somebody that you have been in a relationship. You could have been in a situationship. You could have possibly, look at that. You could have possibly been in a connection, maybe where you've just exchanged glances and you know that there's something there, but nobody's speaking up, nobody's saying anything. Interesting. Somebody now sees you as very independent. My goodness, it's the first card. First card's the strongest. All right. Power. Ultimately, what this person is feeling, your person of interest, they feel you have a lot of sexual power over them. Quite a bit. So the connection that you have with this person has been almost very lustful, but kind of like hidden under the covers. It's not really out in the open. For some of you, this is a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody out there. Now, the first card we have here is selfhood, followed by boundaries. Then we have illusion, creativity, sexuality, growth, doubt, power, and then we have energy. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest right now is feeling towards you currently. My dear Taurus, I do feel that in this connection, you have moved on. I feel and I see you now as somebody who is very independent. In my eyes, you are thriving. You are independent and you're self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need anybody anymore. Did you need anybody before? It appeared to me sometimes that someone in your life would make things better. We could have been a better team. But now I see that in this connection, there is a lot of distance. And the distance that we have has created me to long for you. Now I wonder why it is that I did what I did. Because I see that I have turned you into a different person altogether. The person that you are now is someone different from what I knew back then. Now I feel intimidated by you because there's this feeling of aloofness almost, this independence that you don't need anybody, so you don't need me, and that actually intimidates me. I see you now also as somebody who is thriving. You are now someone who is a bit defensive, and it's almost as if once bitten, twice as shy. That's the kind of situation I see you in now. And even if I want to start something with you, I don't know how to start it. Because I see and I sense that it is difficult for me to even approach you. Because once upon a time, this flame, this fire was bright. It was a very strong fire. But then what happened? It started to burn out. It started to fade away. I do feel that these boundaries have been up, and I have maintained these boundaries. Even though there's boundaries, emotional boundaries and physical boundaries, I have to admit that I am embarrassed, and I don't show you my true side. I hide from you my emotions. I hide behind a veil, behind a mask. And when I do, it's difficult for me to tell you the truth about how I feel. Which is why I've put up my boundaries. If I put up boundaries, then I don't have to talk to you at all. I don't have to open up to you. The only reason I have put up boundaries is because I don't have the courage to talk to you. Or I don't have the face. I can't do it. I do want to create something with you, though. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. A web of love, perhaps, where you are the center of my world. I do desire you greatly. There's this sense of sexual urge that I have towards you. And you are very, very good looking. Your hair, your skin, everything about you. I miss all of that. And I do realize that things were very materialistic. A lot of feelings of lust and just materialism. And I never really got to know you properly. But now I want to change that. I want to know you better. I want to get to know you. I do feel that in this connection, you and I have really rushed into certain aspects. But what I want to do is take things slow. Take our time. I want to grow and I want to learn. I want to learn more about you. Because everything that started off now feels to me as if it was rushed. And I do not want to rush. I do feel a lot of doubt in this connection. There's a lot of doubt that I feel. And it is difficult for me to even think that you and I could be friends again, better than what we are right now. I find it difficult to be that person. You have no idea how weak you make me feel. You do have this power over me. This power that you have, you make me emotionally weak, vulnerable, weak in the knees. And yet you have this power over me, where you are able to have this control and get your way, and still I think it's okay. Overall, I feel that in this connection, there is a sense of energy and surge of energy that I get, this renewal. I didn't get that before. With you, it's almost as if all of my chakra centers come to life. They start to twirl and whirl just because you're around. You give me this sense of spiritual connection. For now, I keep my distance But I am starting to realize that there's more to this connection than just the physical part. There's a spiritual part as well. All right. So, it does appear that there was a connection here that turned out to be very sexual in nature. This person wants to grow with you because it went very fast. You guys didn't really get to know each other on a deeper level. And this person definitely, this is illusion, right? Hiding behind a veil. Boundaries. I mean, this person's really at a distance from you, either physically or emotionally. You could still be in the same home, but the feelings that you get while they're in the same home, you might just not even talk to each other. That right there is boundaries. So take it as it resonates, because there's definitely here a situation where somebody has done something and they've moved on. And they see you as somebody who is completely different, independent. They don't even know how to approach you anymore. In all honesty, that's a good thing, because that means that they now have to step up. All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot. So this is any type of problem that might have occurred in the first place. Something that has caused the problem, maybe one part of the problem, or many things may have happened, but this is one of the causes that may have kept you at a distance. Okay, King of Arrows. Interesting. Then you have the King of Staffs. Oh my goodness. This is not good. So let's have a look at the King of Arrows first. The King of Arrows does talk about how this person may have seemed like they had a lot of authority, that they were very responsible. However, they were also detached. Some of you may have felt this. This person started to place too much trust on their intellect, on the logical side, on the rational side. They were being too critical, nitpicky even, about you or about this connection or about where it's headed. And they were emotionally detached. Now, why does somebody do that? Simply because that is not what they're looking for. They've basically put up a wall. And therefore they were not trying to become vulnerable. They did not want to become vulnerable. They have a choice, Taurus. This person has a choice, right? Everybody has a choice. We sometimes don't think that way about the other person. We just think that it's just us. But they do have a choice, and they have other people in their lives too. Sometimes they're talking to multiple people. We don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. This person did not see you as a priority at this point in time. They did not see that emotional side because they did not want to become emotional. So they were being detached. So if you felt, for some of you, and I do have a new video, by the way, I'm going to be putting it up soon. By the time this is released, it'll probably be up. It's called, well, oh boy. I think it's called In and Out, On and Off, Hot and Cold Relationship. So many of you have probably gone through that, right? And you're probably going through that still. So this is very similar. Like some days this person might be really close to you, right? Really, really wonderful, and that you just know that this is your person. But then boom, they're gone and they're just cold. They're just distant. They're just like they don't exist anymore. Like, where did they go? And then a few months later they come back. So this person may have strung you along, not just for the sake of it. There's several reasons. And if you see the other video that I have on my other channel, Asnointia Audio, you'll see that I have gone through a few different examples. This person right now is extremely, ridiculously logical. Sometimes there is no logic in love. Okay, love is blind, right? Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, right? All these sayings are out there. Why? Because it is true. For some strange reason, this person just did not want to. They had a choice, but they did not want to get involved. We have here also King of Staffs. Now, why does somebody not want to get involved, Taurus? It's usually because they don't have that as a priority on their list. They have a checklist of what they want to do. That was not one of them. And so they made their choice accordingly. We have here also the King of Staves. All right. So once upon a time, this person may have seemed a bit confident. They may have seemed supportive even. But when things started to go downhill in this connection, this person started to want to harness these forces. But they were not strong enough. Sorry, they were not quite strong enough to do so. This is somebody who may have seemed supportive but wasn't reliable. It's very upsetting, Taurus, but for some of you out there, 7-2, I'm getting 72% of you, you were with a person whose priority was not to commit. They were not wanting to commit. That's what their aim was. They just want to have fun, physical fun, which is why you guys got the sexuality card. That's exactly why you got that. I mean, what's more than sex, right? Like, that's the biggest card you can have in this reading, because it is not coupled with love, which love would be making love, that would be emotional, right? But you had simply lust. And so that is a problem, because this person only wanted lust. They only wanted the materialistic things. They did not want an actual connection with you. It's hard to hear that. The kind of connection they wanted was simply physical. But slight things have started to change, tiny bit. For this reason, they are now starting to feel a very unique spiritual connection with you. When this happens, you basically just need to keep your distance, and you let this person come to you, and you do not chase this person. Don't send them happy birthday notes, happy New Year's. Don't send them, you're a great dad present on Father's Day. Let's not do that. You have to ignore this person completely in order for them to even think and feel the loss of you. And then they will realize your value. And usually, typically, that's when people start to want to say hello again, when they feel that complete loss. If you keep giving and giving, they're going to keep taking and taking. Once you stop, they won't take. I know people are going to be annoyed with my throat. You think you're annoyed. I can't even talk to people sometimes. It's just, I don't even know what to say. Just stuff I eat sometimes. Although I don't know what I ate. That shouldn't have happened. So, let's have a look here. Give me 1 second. It's not all the time, but sometimes it also is the energy of the other person. Sometimes it can be a throat chakra thing. And it can actually be a throat chakra problem, where the person does not know how to express themselves to you. They don't want to express themselves. They're being very distant from you, emotionally distant. So that can also be a tiny bit of a trigger, but I know for me it's probably both, a little bit of both. Interesting. These, this is well, I'm going to just pull this out, 3 of Cups, but I'm putting it back because I only picked the top card, and remember, this is not Spirit helping me here. The ones that I feel intuitively that I'm supposed to bring out, I do that. We have here Ace of Cups, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles. The one before was 3 of Cups. This is the Beginner's Tarot deck, if I didn't already announce that. So these are any plans, actions, or intentions that this person might have towards you, or to this entire situation that you guys have been going through. Ooh, yikes. Taurus, how easy is it for you to be with a narcissist? I can't imagine. I mean, you guys are the bull, like seriously. Nobody wants to mess with you. We have here Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups here does talk about how in this connection there is this overflowing amount of love and appreciation and a sense of wanting forgiveness, which is amazing. So I do see that this person wants to reach out to you. In their heart of hearts, they really feel that it's important that the both of you somehow get together, reconcile, but they also have a problem with juggling. So they are juggling certain things. There are problems, there are people, there's a lack of balance because this person is overwhelmed and they are juggling priorities, responsibilities, burdens. It is difficult for them to create a better balance for themselves. It's not easy. We also have here the Ten of Swords. So once upon a time this person was with you, then they left. And then they went to a different area where they thought the grass was greener. But that was just a mirage. They went there and all they saw were rocks, stone, dust, just that, debris, that's it. And so on their way back, they saw you and they're like, okay, that grass really was green on the other side. That was you. On their way back, they felt defeated. And now they've fallen. They have 10 swords in their back. They feel like they've had enough. Enough is enough. So yes, this person left you for a while, either physically or emotionally. And they saw that the grass was not greener on the other side, and so they come literally crawling back. But with this, there comes this feeling of guilt and this feeling of like embarrassment and this hesitation. How do I start a connection again? How do I start from where I left off? Then we also have here the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands here does talk about how in this connection there is this understanding and realization that whoever, Taurus, left from your life for a while, that person is now going to be coming back into your life. And if this is that person that you're thinking of, then yes, this is that person. This person is going to want, and they are coming back into your life. They want to come back victorious. They want to actually have victory with you. They want you. However, one thing about this person, Taurus, and think about it if you ever decide to go back to this person. Why did you guys break up in the first place? Why did things go downhill in the first place? Why did you argue in the first place? You can't forget those things when you're in a relationship, right? Because then you'll keep repeating that. And then that's how people just break down and one day, poof, something really bad happens. The Emperor card is here. And the Emperor card does talk about how in this connection there is this feeling that this person wants to love you the way that they know how to love. But for you, they may not love you the way that you want to be loved. For them, they are extremely alpha in a way. They are, and this could be a woman too, women can be alpha. But this person is very alpha. They may be a bit dominating. They might be that type of person that's my way or the highway. They may always think that they're right, unfortunately. But from wherever they stand, from their point of view, in their heart, they love you. No matter how messed up this person is, or how twisted their little mind is, in their own little way, they truly love you. And that's what's difficult when we're sometimes with a very difficult person, but we know that they love us so much. And that's very hard to even exit from that type of a relationship. But you have to make sure that you have an equal give and take in that relationship, because here I truly don't see much of an input from your side. I see more of this person dominating the entire relationship. So just be a little careful, Taurus. You're going to have to be careful with this person. Yes, they can come back into your life, but when people come back into your life, two things. They need to change and you need to change. It's a new you, and this has to be a new them. And that's how you can start something, but not the same thing that you had before. Why would you want to have the same stuff that you had before? There's a reason why it all ended. There's a reason why there was this distance. Whenever something restarts, you have to be a tiny bit different than what you were before. A better version of yourself. Even this person. Only then will it work. All right. Let's have a look. Just going to do a quick prayer first. All right, here we have within the next few weeks, followed by, oh, a year from now. Interesting. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. You did have this card earlier when I just did a quick shuffle. It came out. Opportunity. And then you have success. Not bad. That's actually really good. Opportunity, and then you have success. Followed by remain positive. Excellent. So it is important to remain positive by yourself being in a positive state of mind. Man, oh man, I don't think I've ever had a reading that has so many timelines. Oh my gosh. Okay. Take action within the next few months. Listen to your intuition. All right. Remaining positive also means that you have to be in a positive environment. Sometimes we try to stay positive, but our environment is very negative. In that case, you have to keep a distance from whoever is being negative. It's not beneficial for you, and it's not beneficial if you want to attract positive energy towards you. If you're negative, you're going to attract negative energy. If you're positive, you'll attract positive energy. And by energy, I mean good, like good vibes. Negative energy is literally demons, jinns, evil spirits, because they can make your life hell. We can get rid of them. I do have, right now, I know I'm pretty kind of stopped on my readings for a bit. I think it's just a little too much for me right now. So I will be opening up my readings, don't worry. In the meantime, for some of you that feel that there is negative energy, there is a package. It's a self-help package. It's called the Holy Light package. You can definitely get that one and get rid of the negative energies that are in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body. That will for sure make you feel a little bit better, because it will get rid of that negative energy. And it'll also allow positive energy to stay in your life. Now here we have within the next few weeks. Then you have a year from now. There'll be an opportunity and there'll be success. So what I'm seeing and sensing here, within the next few weeks or months, you're going to see something happen. You're going to witness something within this connection. But it's only going to be a tiny little gesture or a tiny little event that's going to happen. But then the full-fledged effect is going to happen a year from now. There will be an opportunity, and there will be success. They are telling you to definitely remain positive. And within the next few months, you'll be able to take action. So that's pretty interesting. Within the next few weeks, something's going to happen. And you're going to notice some changes. And they're saying within the next few months, it's time for you to take action. And the results and the success and opportunities that you'll be receiving will be a year from now. A year from now doesn't have to be 12 months exactly. It can be less than 12 months. Here we also have listen to your intuition under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So it's really interesting because with this, we do have a situation where intuitively you will be able to guide your own self. You will be able to be your own guide. And there will be no mistakes. There will be no issues. It will all be based on your intuition. But remember, based on your intuition is not just, something doesn't just come from nothing. This comes from your experience. This comes from any mistakes that were made in the past. So you use your intuition. You listen to what your gut says. Even if there's a voice in your head that you know and you can recognize, and you feel safe with that voice, listen to that voice. My dear Taurus, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this resonated. All right then. You all take care and stay safe. You all take care and stay safe. Bye now.